The story begins, and we are shown a scene from Sudan, and the time is 1978. Here we see a child whose name is Samir Hale. At this moment, he is with his father. Both of them are talking. After some time, Samir's father steps outside. But as soon as he goes out and sits in his car, the car blasts, and Samir keeps watching with his own eyes as his father dies in front of him. Now time keeps passing like this, and the story comes to the present day. We see Samir again, who is now grown up and is currently living in Yemen. After traveling for some time, he reaches a militant. From their conversation, we learn that these people deal in arms trading. Samir brings weapons and sells them to them. Meanwhile, on the other side, we see a full FBI team being led by a man named Roy Clayton. Along with him, there are local police officers as well. Right now, they have come to raid the place where Samir is talking to Omar. They prepare their team, and as soon as they enter, gunfire starts. Bullets are flying from all sides. One by one, they kill everyone. In the end, their target is Samir. Seeing them, he immediately surrenders, and he is taken and thrown into jail. After some time, Roy arrives there with his partner Max. As soon as he sees them, Samir understands that these people are not from Yemen. They are Americans and work for the FBI. The first thing Samir says is how they can come here and conduct a raid. They do not have permission to come to a foreign country and do all this. After hearing these things, Roy says that he knows, because if they had permission, Samir would not be here right now. He would be in an American jail. Then Roy says that he wants to give him one last chance. If Samir helps him, he will help Samir. He just wants to know who delivers the weapons that Samir brings and supplies here. But Samir does not tell them anything. Then Samir is put back into jail, and these people return to America. But now in jail, Samir will have to face many troubles. Every day he gets into fights, and all the people there beat him. Then we are shown a scene from Washington, and we see the FBI headquarters. Everyone there is talking about Samir. They have found out that there are many places in Europe where Samir has trafficked weapons, and recently a bomb blast has taken place. They believe that Samir was involved in the bomb blast. From Samir's phone details, they find out that he tried to contact European people many times. Then they start pulling out all of Samir's data. The rest of the information will take time to arrive. But for now, they do not find any criminal records in front of them. This confuses Roy. Then once again, we are shown a scene from Yemen. Here we see Samir, and a prisoner has again come to trouble him. Seeing this, Omar comes forward this time and tells that prisoner not to touch him again. He says, "He is my man." After hearing this, Samir thanks Omar. Then Omar explains to him that there is nothing wrong in whatever they are doing. He says, "Look at the condition of our country. The government is not going to do anything. We will have to do something ourselves. Only then will our country become better." Then we are shown a scene from Spain. Here we see a man who brings his car into the middle of a crowd. Then he looks around and activates a bomb from inside and runs away. After some time, a huge blast occurs here, which shakes everyone. Then we see Max, who comes to Roy and tells him that they now have Samir's complete file, and whatever is shown in it is worrying. Samir used to be in the USA Special Forces, and he received training in bomb-making from everywhere. Samir's mother was from Chicago, and his father was from Sudan. In 1978, his father was killed in a bomb blast. Exactly 8 years after that, America sent him to Pakistan to train with Afghan revolutionaries. But gradually, Samir became too close to them and decided that he would not return. While they are still talking about all this, a staff member comes and informs them that a blast has occurred in Spain in which 11 American people have been killed. But the man who carried out the blast has been caught by the local police. Hearing this, both Max and Roy go to Spain and meet that man. His name is Bashir. From his words, we learn that this man was also supposed to die along with the bomb. But as soon as he activated the bomb, he felt that the bomb would not explode and had malfunctioned. Then he started running away from there. But in the meantime, the blast happened. Roy sits in front of him and says that he knows why people like him do all these things. He says that Bashir will regret surviving. He wanted to go to heaven, but now he is not going anywhere. Roy tells him that he now has two options. He knows that Bashir will not open his mouth so easily, so he explains the first option. If Bashir does not speak, then in tomorrow's newspaper, Roy will publish his photo and write everything under it, saying that just as the bomb was about to explode, Bashir got scared and ran away. As soon as his companions find out about this, they will spit on him, calling him a coward who did not die with the bomb. And they might even kill his family, and after that, come to kill him too. Then the FBI will catch them. But there is also a second way. If Bashir tells him the entire truth, then Roy will not tell anyone that he is alive. His companions will believe that he is dead. Then Bashir can live the rest of his life peacefully. Now Bashir starts thinking about all these things. On the other side, we see Samir, and Omar comes to him and tells him to get ready to leave from there. As soon as he says this, a huge blast happens there, throwing everything into chaos. Taking advantage of this, all of Omar's men start escaping to the other side. They take Samir along with them. Outside, a police officer arrives with a van, and they escape in it. Then on the other side, we see Roy. Bashir has opened his mouth. He starts telling everything about his group, that he was not the only one who was supposed to die with a bomb. Apart from him, there are 30 more people. The organization they were working for first got them student visas so that no one would suspect them. But Bashir also tells that the others were sent to America. Only he was sent to Spain, and until now, he had not understood why. Taking all this information, Roy directly reaches his seniors. A meeting is held, and they discuss everything, deciding that everyone must be put on high alert quickly. On the other side, we see Omar and Samir sitting on a boat and traveling to France. On the way, Omar tells Samir that after this, he is becoming free, and the decision is his, whether he wants to keep wandering like this for the rest of his life or stay with them. After thinking for a while, Samir says that he will stay with them. Then Omar introduces him to a man named Farid. Here we learn about their community, whose name is Alan AR. These are the same people who carried out the bomb blast in Spain. Farid talks to Samir for some time, and then agrees to include him in his gang. In America, everyone is now checking all those people who went to the Middle East and all those who have come to America on student visas in the last 2 years. Everyone is being searched. But Roy feels that in this way they will never be able to reach Alan AR. If they want to reach Alan AR, they will have to use Samir. So, to find Samir, Roy directly goes to his mother in Chicago. But his mother does not give him any information. However, Roy finds out that Samir had a girlfriend whose name is Chandra. Then he goes to Chandra as well. But she is also a very smart woman. These people do not give any information about Samir. This makes Roy even more worried. Now, at any cost, he has to reach Samir. On the other side, we see Samir, who has started making bombs for Alan AR. He gives a jacket to a boy and tells him how to activate the jacket. Meaning, along with the bomb, this boy is also going to explode. Then this news reaches Max. Max comes straight to Roy and says that this boy had called his family and told them that he was going to heaven. Most probably, he is also going to explode. Now they will have to leave for France. On the other side, we see Omar, with whom Samir is also present. They find out that this boy had called his family, and now they are scared. They know that if he told anything to his family members would have panicked, and this information would have reached the FBI. Meaning, it is no longer safe for him to roam freely. So they kill the boy and throw him into the water. After seeing this, Samir gets furious and says, "What are you people doing?" Then Omar explains to him that this is how things work. No matter what happens, their gang must not end. Then Max and Roy reach France and start looking for that boy. Then a man at the police station tells them that the boy is dead, meaning their lead has once again become zero. On the other side, Omar is worried and says that Nather is very angry that their mission has failed. They will have to find another target. Only then will they be able to complete the mission again. Samir says that he has another idea. Why not use a remote bomb and target the U.S. consulate? But Omar does not understand this idea, and Samir is going to do this job. He makes the bomb and, disguised as a laborer, reaches the U.S. consulate. As soon as he goes inside, he plants the bomb, comes outside, and detonates it. A huge blast happens here. After the blast, Samir directly goes to London. He knows that now people will look for him. As soon as he reaches there, he meets Omar and Farid, who are very happy. Farid himself comes and talks to Samir and says that Nather is very happy with his work. You have shocked everyone. On the other side, Roy and Max reach the place where the blast happened. All the details come in front of them that this time the bomb was detonated remotely. No person exploded along with the bomb, and this work was also done by the people of the Alan AR group. They immediately start watching the CCTV footage. After some time, they see Samir. Seeing him, Roy's suspicion turns into certainty that Samir was involved in the blast. On the other side, we see Samir, who comes and meets a man named Carter. Carter is a U.S. intelligence contractor. Now here we learn the complete truth, that Samir has always been working as a spy for America, and his handler is none other than Carter himself. Deliberately, these people had sent Samir to prison so that he could win Omar's trust and eventually join the Al-Nayar group. Carter and Samir had together planned that they would carry out the blast at the U.S. consulate. But Samir is extremely angry. He tells Carter that he had said there would be bodies placed there, and that there would be no people inside the building at the time of the blast. But 8 people were killed there. Innocent people were killed by his hands. He will never be able to forgive himself. After hearing this, Carter says that it is not his fault. There was a slight flaw in their execution. They are just a little distance away. He tells Samir to control himself for a little while. Everything will be fine. Then Samir once again goes back to Omar. Now Omar introduces him to Nather. What Samir wanted has now happened. Nather explains his entire plan. He says that they are going to send 50 people to America, and all these people will board buses, and at the same time all 50 buses will explode. And they want Samir to lead this mission. He has to go to America and coordinate with everyone. Samir agrees. Now he comes to America via the Canadian border. As soon as he reaches there, he first meets Carter and tells him everything. He tells Carter that he is afraid that they might start suspecting him. This job will still take time to be completed. Carter says that he should not worry. Other than him, no one knows that Samir is a spy, not even the FBI. So this will never come out. Now Samir gets to work. After some time, Omar also comes via the Mexican border and starts showing all the bombs. But now, somehow, they have to deliver all these bombs to those people and also contact them to tell them what their next step should be. Omar says that they will send them emails. Samir says that they cannot do that, otherwise they could get caught. He tells Omar to start making IDs for all those people, and they will hide all the instructions inside the IDs. As soon as they receive the IDs, they will also receive the instructions, and no one will ever suspect them. Omar likes this idea very much. He gives Samir all the information about those people and leaves. Now Samir is preparing. Then we see that MI6 finds out about Farid, that all the money transactions of all the bomb blasts are handled by this man. He has done all the transactions. Now a full police team goes to arrest him. But there is a man who works for Farid. He immediately informs him to run away from his house as soon as possible, and Farid escapes. He does not fall into MI6's hands. On the other side, we see Samir, who comes and meets his girlfriend Chandra. He tells her that whatever was between them is now over. After hearing this, Chandra says that she just wants to know one thing. Did he carry out the blast at the U.S. consulate where 8 people were killed? Samir says yes and leaves. But he does not know that the FBI people were keeping an eye on Chandra. Now they have identified Samir. They immediately inform Roy. Roy starts chasing Samir. As soon as Samir realizes this, he runs and enters a building. Roy also follows him inside. But after some time, Samir catches him, points a gun at his head, and tells him to stop following him. In the end, he hits him on the head and runs away. Roy is lying there unconscious. Now Samir directly goes to meet Carter so that they can discuss what to do next. But in the meantime, Omar arrives there. As soon as he sees Omar, Samir starts fighting with Carter so that Omar does not get suspicious, and he tells Carter to run away from there. But as soon as Carter runs, Omar shoots him. After seeing this, Samir is completely shaken. Then Omar comes to Samir and asks him, "What are you doing here, and why was this man trying to kill you?" Samir says that he had gone to meet his girlfriend. From there, this man started following him. That is why he was taking care of him. Omar says that they must leave this country as soon as possible. Samir says that so far he has only been able to reach 30 people. Omar says that those people are enough. Let's leave from here. After they leave, Roy arrives at Carter's dead body. Police officers are spread all around. After seeing Carter, Roy understands who this man was. He was working for U.S. intelligence. On the other side, we see Omar and Samir fleeing and reaching Canada, where they meet Farid. Omar says that he wants to tell something. Farid says that he already knows everything, that Samir had gone to meet his girlfriend and that FBI agents started following him. He says that he knows this because he has his people inside the FBI, and Samir's girlfriend, Chandra, is working together with them. He does not give Samir any chance to speak. Somewhere, Farid has now started suspecting Samir. that Samir deliberately went to meet his girlfriend so that the FBI would follow him. On the other side, we see Roy, who has called another meeting and explains what happened in the UK. MI6 had conducted a raid at a place to catch a man named Farid, but that man escaped. However, they got some information from there, all of which was in code words. After decoding it, they found out that these people are planning something big on Thanksgiving Day, which is only 2 days away. Before 2 days pass, they must solve this puzzle. On the other side, Farid comes to Samir and says, "Forgive me, I doubted you. Just now I found out that America has put you on the hit list. As soon as they see you, they will shoot you." After hearing this, Omar becomes happy and says that now you have become a real terrorist. "I am proud of you." These people come outside so that they can send messages to all the bombers about what they have to do after boarding the buses. Samir starts sending messages one by one to those 30 people. But as soon as Omar leaves from there, Samir changes all the instructions so that everyone gets confused. Along with that, he sends an email to Roy and tells him where Nather is going. Now he has also told Roy about himself, who he really is, and what he is doing. Omar comes back and does not recheck the instructions, and they leave from there. Then inside America, we see those 30 people who are going to explode today. According to the instructions, they start moving forward. Then Farid and Nather come to meet Samir and tell him that they are proud of everything he has done. Now they are not going to stay in Canada. Today itself, they will board a plane and directly reach Yemen and live there in peace and comfort, thinking about everything they have done. Then Max and Roy both reach Canada and start finding out which plane is going to Yemen today. As soon as they find out, they also set out to catch Nather. Meanwhile, inside America, we see all those bombers sitting in their respective buses. Then as soon as the time is complete, one man stands up and presses the button. But instead of 30, only one bus explodes. Then we see Samir inside the plane. When he realizes that the blast has happened, he pulls out his gun and first shoots Nather, then Farid. After seeing this, Omar gets furious and says, "What have you done?" Then Samir tells him everything, that his intention was never to kill innocent people. He works for the American government to stop people like them. Then Omar asks, "Then why did you carry out the blast?" Samir says that maybe you do not know this. I had changed the instructions. All the bombers were sent into the same bus, meaning there were no passengers inside it. There were only bombers. That is why I gave instructions to only one person to detonate the bomb, and that too before time, so that in a single blow all the bombers would be killed. After hearing this, Omar says that you have betrayed me. I considered you my brother. Then Samir comes in front of him and lowers his gun. He says that he is still his brother. Omar also melts and lowers his gun and starts moving towards Samir. Just then, the police arrive and start firing indiscriminately. First, they riddle Omar with bullets. Then they fire at Samir. At that moment, Roy comes running there and tells everyone that Samir works for them. Do not kill him. But by then, they have already fired. Samir is injured and has fallen to the ground. Roy runs to him. Samir is still alive. Roy says that they will not let anything happen to him. You are a hero. Then time passes like this. A few months later, we see Roy coming to Chicago to meet Samir and telling him that all the cases against him and all the data where he was seen at bombing sites have been erased. Now no trace will ever lead to him. There are no criminal records in his name. You are a hero. Whatever you have done for the country will never forget it. Saying this, he leaves. Samir smiles. And with this, the story ends here. So friends, if you liked our video, then like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.